Hello everyone! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is your chat, your math-along and mentor. Our topic for today will be the last type of the variation, which is the joint or combined variations. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon para updated kayo sa mga videos na na-upload ko. Huwag na natin patagalin, simulan na natin! First, let us describe the joint variation. Joint variation states that y varies jointly as x and z. So, sa joint variation, sinabi, y varies jointly as x and z. So, magkatabi lang sila. Y is equal to k times x times z. Kaya sila tinawag na joint variation. So, for example, ang sinabi naman is P varies jointly as Q and R. Therefore, masasabi natin na P is equal to K times Q times R because P varies jointly as Q and R. So, ito na agad yung ating magiging equation. Okay. Magbigay tayo ngayon ng example ng isang joint variation. Sabi dito, complete the table if y varies jointly as x and z. Kung ganito ang statement, therefore gagamitin natin ang y is equal to k times x times z. So ngayon, sa first example, kung makikita nyo, y is 80. Then x is 10. Nahanap si z and k when the equation is y is equals to 4 times x times z, or simply 4xz. So, kung mapapansin nyo, mula sa y is equal to kxz, meron na tayong y is equal to 4xz. So, meron na tayong value ni k. And what is the value of k? Tama, the value of k is simply 4. And how will we find the z? So, we just need to substitute the values of y and x. So, 80 ang ating y, 4 times 10, which is the x, times z, the value of z, which is unknown. So, 80 is equal to 4 times 10, which is 40, times z. Dividing both sides by 40, so z is equal to 2. Therefore, ang value ng ating z is 2. Next example, ang value ng y is 48, z is 12, and the equation is y is equal to 3 over 4xz. From this given, meron na agad ulit tayong k, and the k is 3 over 4. Ang hahanapin na lang is cx. From the equation, y is equal to 3 over 4xz. Y is 48 is equal to 3 over 4 times x, which is unknown, times z, which is 12. So 48 is equal to 3 over 4 times 12 is 3 times 12 is 36 over 4 x. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. So meron tayong 9x. Dividing both sides by 9, 9. Therefore, ang ating x will be 48 over 9, or pag sinimplify natin, x is equal to 16 over 3. So ito ang ating value ng x, 16 over 3. Madali lang, di ba? Madali lang. Combined variation is a variation where one quantity varies directly to other quantity and inversely to the other. Ibig sabihin ng statement, a one quantity varies directly as one quantity but inversely to another. Ibig sabihin, pinag-combine nila yung direct variation and yung inverse variation. Kaya siya tinawag na combined variation. Okay, First example tayo sa combined variation. P varies directly as Q and R and inversely as S. And P is equal to 5 when Q is equal to 12 and R is equal to 14 and S is equal to 24. Find P when Q is equal to X and R is equal to 7 and S is equal to 12. How will we compute this? So, kunin muna natin yung magiging equation. Ang sabi dito, P varies directly as Q and R and inversely as S. So, meron tayong P is equal to KQR all over S. First one, hanapin muna natin yung K. How will we find the K? Meron tayong given. First situation, P is equal to 5 when Q is equal to 12. Then R is 14 and S is 24. By substitution, so P magiging 5 is equal to K. Q is 12 times R, which is 14 all over 24. So 5 is equal to K. 12 times 14 is 168 all over 24. So 5 is equal to K times 168 over 24. 168 divided by 24 is 7. So K times 7. Dividing both sides by 7, therefore K is equal to 5 over 7. So, ito na yung value ng ating K. So, we can write the equation as P is equal to 5 over 7 QR all over S, or P is equal to 5 QR all over 7S. Ito na yung ating equation. Next na hinahanap, find P when Q is 6, R is 7, and S is 12. So, paano yung gagawin? By substitution only. So, 5 times Q, which is 6, times R, which is 7, all over 7 times 12. So, simplify lang natin. So, as you can see here, magiging 1 na lang. Kasi 7 divided by 7 is 1. Then, ito, 6, magiging 1. Itong 12, magiging 2. So, 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. Therefore, ang matitira, 5 times 1 times 1 is 5, all over 1 times 2 is 2. Therefore, P will be 5 over 2 when Q is 6, R is 7, and S is 12. Naintindihan? Very good. Okay, so let us start completing the table below when Y varies directly as V and W and inversely as Z. So from this given statement, masasabi natin na Y varies directly as V and W but inversely as Z. So that will be our equation. Next one, hanapin naman natin si V and si K. Kung makikita nyo rito, meron na agad tayong K. And the value of K is 8. Napakasimple. Ang hanapin natin ngayon is yung ating V. How will we find the V? So, substitute lang natin siya sa equation. So, Y is 20, K is 8, times V, which is unknown, times W, which is 6, divided by Z, which is 2. So, by simplifying, 8 times 6 is 48 V all over 2, and 48V is 24V, since 48 divided by 2 is 24. Dividing both sides by 24. Therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng answer which is V is equal to 5 over 6. This will be now our value of V. 5 over 6. Okay, next example tayo. Hanapin natin yung Y and yung equation. So meron na tayong K. Isa-substitute lang natin siya dito sa ating nakuhang equation from the given statement. Kung isa-substitute natin ang K Therefore, ang magiging equation natin is y is equal to 6VW all over Z. Ang hahanapin natin ngayon will be the value of y. So, how will we find the value of y? So, substitute lang natin. Y is equal to k, which is 6, times v, which is 12, w, which is 7, and z, which is 15. Sinubstitute lang natin lahat ng values. So, y is equal to 6 times 12 is 72 times 7 all over 15. Y is equal to 72 times 7 is 504 divided by 15. So what will be the simplified version of 504 divided by 15? It is y is equal to, so divide natin yung numerator and denominator by 3. So magiging 1, 6, 8 all over 3. 5 rather. So this will be the value of our y. Sulat lang natin siya dito. 168 all over 5, which is the simplified form of 504 divided by 15. Okay, now we need to determine if the given numbers are direct, inverse, joint, or combined. So first, itong number 1, kung makikita nyo, napakasimple, direct siya. Next, itong number 2. So, siya is inverse. Tama. Number 3, siya ay joint. So, makikita nyo, wala namang over or walang denominator. And, meron tayong tatlong variables, h, i, and j. Next one, x over y is equal to kz. Kung makikita nyo, meron tayong fraction. What will we do para matanggal yung fraction natin? So, multiply both sides by y. Ang mangyayari, x is equal to kzy. Or, masasabi natin siya na isang joint variation. Wala rin naman tayong denominator. Next, ab is equal to kcd. So, dalawa yung variable dito sa kaliwang side. Kailangan isa lang. So, i-divide natin siya either A or B. So, sa akin, gawin ko si B. So, A is equal to KCD all over B. And kung mapapansin nyo, siya ay isang combined variation. Hindi ko na lang isulat. Combined na lang. Naintindihan ba ang pagkakaiba ng tatlong variations? Nung direct, inverse, and nung joint or combined. Okay, now we need to find or write the equation and the constant of a given table of values. So kung mapapansin nyo, ang values ni x ay 3, 6, 12, 24, and 48. It is increasing or tumataas. Yung y is 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Bumababa. Ang sabi natin, one quantity increases, pero yung isang quantity decreases. Therefore, we can say and we can determine that this given table of values is in a inverse variation. And what is the standard form of an inverse variation? So y is equal to k over x. So how will we find now the value of x or the constant? So we need to just substitute the values of y and the x. So dito, try natin. 16 is equal to k all over x, which is 3. So multiplying both sides by 3, so k is equal to 3 times 16, or k is equal to 48. So therefore, our k is 48. And what will be our equation now? So substituting the value of k from here, magiging y is equal to 48 over x. So this will be now our equation. Next example, P and Q. This is a table of values again. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Yun yung values ni P. Then Q is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Kung makikita nyo, yung values ni P is umaangat or nag-increase. Yung values ni Q is umaangat din or nag-increase. Pareha silang nag-increase. Therefore, we can say that this variation or their relationship with each other is in direct variation. And what is the standard form of a direct variation? So y is equal to kx. Now, how will we find the value of k or the constant? So, ganun lang din. Pares lang dito. Substitute lang natin yung value ni P and Q. So, palitan natin to. Gawin natin siyang P and Q. Napakasimple. P is 6 when Q is 2. Dividing both sides by 2. Therefore, K is 3. So, this will be the value of our K. And what will be our equation now? So, ang equation natin ngayon is P is equal to 3Q. So, ito na yung ating equation and ito yung ating constant. Napakasimple, kahit ang given ay yung table of values. Naintindihan? Very good.
Good job!
Okay, so magkakaroon din tayo ng examples under word problems. Example number 1, the distance D from the center of the seesaw varies inversely as the weight of a person. JB, who weighs 50 kilograms, sits 3 feet from the fulcrum. How far from the fulcrum must JP sit in order to balance with JB if he weighs 35 kilograms? Okay, based on the given problem, ang variation na nakuha natin is an inverse variation. Since ang sabi niya, the distance from the center of the seesaw varies inversely as the weight of a person. So, D, the distance, and then K over W or the weight. So first, hanapin muna natin yung K. So what will be the constant? So K is unknown. So paano makukuha? So weight or distance is equal to K over W. Distance ni JB from the fulcrum or the center of the seesaw is 3 feet. And then K all over weight, which is 50. Multiplying both sides by 50. So therefore, K is equal to 3 times 50 or K is equal to 150. This will be the constant from JB. And kaya siya sinabing constant kasi hindi nagbabago. Ibig sabihin, yung constant 1 is also equal to constant 2. So napakasimple. Therefore, K here is also 150. And from the given equation, D is equal to K over W. So distance 2, which is the unknown, K, which is 150, all over weight, which is 35. So distance 2 is equal to 150 all over 35 or 30 over 7 feet. So this will be or must be the distance of JP from the fulcrum or from the center of the seesaw in order to be balanced with JB. Naintindihan? Very good. Next word problem tayo. The pressure of the gas is directly proportional to the temperature and inversely proportional to its volume. First one, write the variation equation. Next, what happened to the pressure if the volume is reduced to half and the temperature is double? Okay, based on the given problem, ang sabi, the pressure of a gas is directly proportional to its temperature and inversely proportional to its volume. And first requirement, hanapin ang equation of the variation, which is, ito na yon. Ito na yung ating equation of the variation. So may nanagin tayong sagot sa unang question. Next one. Ano daw mangyayari kung ang volume, ano mangyayari sa pressure if volume will reduce to half and the temperature is double? So meron tayong dalawang situation now. Una, yung pressure 1, and then yung the temperature 1, and the volume 1. So sila yung mga first na given. Next, meron tayong hinahanap na pressure number 2. Ano daw magiging pressure if the volume, so ibig sabihin, yung ating volume 2 will be reduced by half of the volume 1. Next, the temperature is double, or from the temperature 1, naging doble yung ating temperature. What will happen? So, ang ating equation is P is equal to K T over V. So, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina from the first word problem, the K is always constant. Therefore, the K of 1 is equal to K of 2. So, gawa nga tayo ng equation using first instance and the second instant. So, P1 is equal to K times T1 all over V1. And P2 is equal to K times T2 all over V2. And as we all know, K is constant and K1 is equal to K2. Kahit sabihin natin ito ay 1, ito ay 2. First, hanapin natin ang K1. So, K1 is equal to P1 V1 all over T1. And K2 is equal to P2 V2 all over T2. If we will use this, mag-equate tayo. So, gagawin natin, ang mangyayari, P1 V1 all over T1 is equal to P2 V2 all over T2. Pero as you can see here, si V2 is equal to V1 over 2. So, substitute natin. P1 V1 all over T1 is equal to P2, which is the unknown, times V2, which is V1 all over 2 all over T2, which is 2T1. Next, as you can see here, meron tayong T1 sa parehas na magkabilang side. So, kapag minultiply ko siya, both sides sa T1, mawawala na yung ating T1. So, matitira natin dito is P1 V1 all over 1 is equal to P2 V1 all over 2 times 2. Kasi may natira pa tayong 2 dito. Tapos yung 2 na denominator, binaba ko na din. So, from here, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V1 all over 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So, para silang may V1. So, divide natin both sides by V1. So, makakancel na si V1. Ang matitira, P1 is equal to P2 all over 4. Multiplying both sides by 4. So, P2 is equal to 4P1. Ano ibig sabihin na nakuha natin to? Ibig sabihin lang yan, yung pressure will be doubled. Okay, so as you can see, P2 is equal to 4P1. So ano ibig sabihin na nakuha nating equation? So, based dito, ang mangyayari sa ating pressure 2 will be 4 times of the pressure 1 when the volume is half and the temperature is double. So, yun yung ating explanation. So, pressure will be 4 times from the previous one. So that will be our final answer for the given problem. Pasensya na, medyo makalat lang ang ating computation kasi medyo maliit lang yung point ni sir. Naintindihan? Very good.
Oh my God! Wow!
That will be the end of our discussion, everyone, about the joint or combined variation. If you have any question about the direct or inverse variations, you can always click the link down below. Don't forget to like and share this video and comment your suggestion, question, or clarification in the comment section below. This is Sir Chad, your math and mentor. See you on my next videos. Thank you. Goodbye.